a very chilly morning and I want to make fluffy yogurt pancakes. So onto my ingredients, I have my flour, which I'm using self-raising flour. I have eggs, I have my yogurt, I have sugar, and I have vanilla essence. And as another secret, guys, if you don't have self-raising flour, you can always use all-purpose flour, but in this case you have to make sure you use baking powder. And also to the liquids, if you're using if you don't have yogurt, you can use mala, milk, and water. But secret to fluffy pancakes, go for mala. But I didn't have mala with me, so I'm using whatever I have. You know, you don't have to sweat it all. And the only tools that I'm using my whisk and my bowl. I don't want to use the hand mixer. That's why I'm calling this pancakes basic pancakes, because I'm using really very basic tools with me. So my flour, I had already put on sugar here, so I'll go ahead and make a hole here in the middle, or make a well, and then I put my eggs. Those are 2 eggs, my vanilla essence, just like half a teaspoon. But if you're a guru in this thing, you can just do eyeballing. Eyeballing is just when you use your eyes to measure, and most of the time that's what I do. I would not lie, most of the time that I measure, but I know the secret to, you know, getting the right proportions or right quantities, especially if you're baking. The secret is measuring. So please do not copy me. And then my liquid, which is yogurt. So in this case, guys, because I want to make fluffy pancakes, make sure your liquid is not, it's still thick, because you want your pancakes to be fluffy. So you go on adding in your yogurt or your liquid, and make sure your liquid is room temperature. If it was in the fridge, make sure you remove it maybe 1 hour before. So you go on adding gradually as you incorporate all the ingredients together. You keep on adding. So, and if the mixture is not up to your preferred thickness, you can still add more liquid. Like here, I'm going to add more yogurt because this is too thick. This is like butter for baking. So I'm going to add some bit of yogurt. I'd return my yogurt in the fridge, but it's not yet cold because I left it on the counter, like on the kitchen counter, before I went to sleep yesterday, so it's still at room temperature. So you add in the mixture, and you gradually incorporate them. For the yogurt, if you have any yogurt with you, you know, I don't want to tell you to use Daima, I don't want to tell you to use Delamere yogurt, I don't want to tell you to use KCC, because everybody has their own preference. Or rather, maybe you're not into the sweet yogurt, you like the natural, you prefer the natural yogurt, so go for any yogurt that you have or that you prefer. And then another thing, do not over mix your mixture or your batter. I think I had undermined the flour. The flour was 2 cups, so, and then I had 1 cup of my liquid. So that's it, guys. It doesn't have to be really, because you want fluffy pancakes. So if you put more liquid, more than here, trust me, your pancakes won't be fluffy. If you can see through, you can see some lumps. So do not worry about the lumps, because we are making fluffy pancakes. So of course I'm going to use a spoon when scooping onto the pan. So let's go ahead and heat our pan. So our pan is hot with some oil. So I'll go in with my butter. You don't want to spread it all through because you want to make it fluffy, as you can see. I love that it has some lumps. So if you don't have a non-stick pan, you can use whichever pan that you have, as long as the only aim is to get fluffy pancakes. So do not sweat it out, guys. Yeah, this is a very basic recipe. So what I do, I only use put oil the first time when I'm cooking. But also depending with your pan, if it's not non-stick, trust you me, it's going to, stick. Oh, as you can see, I love that it looks. Oh, nice. Msikimbie kama nini, pole, nimeshika vibaya. So do not put oil this time around because you had already done it the first time. You don't want to have very soggy pancakes with oil. So someone told me you give your pancakes like how many? Like I think 60 seconds on each side. But because I don't have a timer, I have to keep on checking. Oof, now pancake is ready. Look, guys, nice. So onto your pan. Heat your pan first and then put your oil, so that when you put the oil, it can heat immediately. So my pan is hot. I'm going to take my mixture and put in my butter onto the pan. So I'm using this spoon because it's like half cup of my measuring cup, and that means I'm going to have even pancakes. I can't use the measuring cups because they are short. So that means if I dip it on my butter, my fingers will also dip together, The reason I was telling you guys not to over mix your mixture can see now, but because this one is it's almost finishing, I think that's why it has overmixed. So do not overmix your mixture, your pancake mixture, because of you might not achieve that fluffy or get that fluffy pancake you're looking for. So I'm going to put the Instagram page where you can get you can purchase this oil bottle. It comes as a set of 2. So I'll insert the page on the comment section so that you can purchase. And so many things that you can get from the page, you know, that you like, all kitchen, household, and home, you know, homestead, household. They're all household that you can use at in your houses. That's how our final product looks like. Fluffy yogurt pancake. Hope you try out this recipe and let me know how it comes out. You can tag me on my Instagram handle or on my Instagram page, Bobo's Kitchenette. I'm going to tag my page on this video. And it's always good, guys, to garnish your plate with whatever ingredients that you have. For pancakes, you can garnish with honey, like a syrup, or you can make a cinnamon syrup. You really don't have to buy these syrups because most of these syrups are very expensive. So why not? You can make them at comfort of your kitchen. I garnished with coconut flakes and some blueberries. Look at that, guys. It's always good to garnish your plate. Very important because people eat with their eyes. Tunakulanga na macho kwanza. Before we indulge on the plate, we are attracted by what we see. And what you see here, it's how it tastes. It's yummy. So see you guys in the evening. Welcome back, guys. I hope you had a lovely day. So I'm preparing dinner, and as I had mentioned earlier, I'll be preparing matoke. I have my matoke there, and let me take you through all my ingredients and spices. I have my onions, I have my garlic, I have my carrots, I have tomatoes, I have green pepper, I have coriander in my cooking pan. And onto my spices, I have curry powder, I have Raycol, I have turmeric, I have salt to taste, I have tomato paste, and I have black pepper. I do use paprika, but because I've run out of paprika, I've replaced it with curry powder. And also I do use jasiri. Jasiri is a spice for Mama Kebobo, who is also a caterer. She's a chef. Sorry, I know most of you know her, but I've run out of it. I will restock it soon. So that's it for our ingredients. Very easy matoke recipe. I'm not going to use peanut butter today. So let's go, guys. So my pot is hot. I'm using so I'm putting oil. I do heat my spharia or my pot first before putting any other thing, so that once I put my oil, it heats immediately. The reason why I've transferred from this side to this side, because this is a very low, slow cook. It won't fasten the cooking, but I can always regulate my heat. So I'll leave my onions to cook before I put my garlic. So I want to put my garlic so that they can cook together with the onions. I always prefer putting my spices once my onions are cooked, so that my spices can cook. I don't like that taste of having uncooked spices when you're eating your food. So my curry powder, some Royco, but I don't. This is not really Royco. This is oil. I prefer oil than Royco because I find like Royco has too much. It's too salty. I don't know if anyone else has ever discovered that, or it's just me. Then I put my turmeric. For turmeric, I do put a 1/4 teaspoon because you know turmeric really tastes very fast. So just a 1/4 teaspoon. Salt to taste. Then stir. So the only spice that I'm remaining to put is black pepper. Cooking always has a way of, you can always play around with your spices. Then tomatoes. So for ease of your tomatoes cooking, I always add some little hot oil. Always make sure you have you set aside some hot water for cooking, so that you fasten your cooking, because once you put cold water, you always you reduce the temperature of your cooking. But when you put hot water, it always fastens. You don't slow the cooking at all. So I'll leave my tomatoes to simmer and also cook until they soften. If you noticed, I didn't put my black pepper when I was putting the spices because it always makes me sneeze. So I prefer putting it at the last step, or once my food is ready or almost ready, because for black pepper or white pepper, it really doesn't have an aftertaste like other spices like turmeric or curry powder or Royco. It doesn't have an aftertaste. Because there are people even who sprinkle black pepper and white pepper as a garnish when you're eating your food. so they don't really have an aftertaste. So my tomatoes are already cooked. So I put in my carrots. You can always omit carrots if you don't like carrots when you're preparing your matoke. Then go on with my green pepper. Stir, give it a good stir. So then go on with my tomato paste. Then I stir. Then I go on with my hot water that I had set aside. It's always important to set aside hot water every time you're cooking. Every time you're cooking any meal that requires gravy or requires sauce. Sorry, my gas is really making a lot of noise. So what I want to achieve here, I want to make a very thick kind of gravy, because once I put my matoke, I'm not going to put any water at all. So at this stage I have to make sure I really achieve a very nice, tasty gravy. Watu wagadhufu, hapa ndo tunawamulika sana. And it's always good to taste your food, so that you can be able to tell if you need to add anything. You need to add salt, if all the spices are balanced well. So the only thing that I need to add here is just more little water, and then maybe I cover it, or no, I won't cover it, I just leave it like that. I'll only cover it once I put in my matoke. So if you're making matoke you're using peanut to make your matoke, it is at this step, it's when you put your peanut. But today I just decided to make a very basic matoke recipe. So I'm going to go on and put my matoke, because I don't want my gravy to boil, and also because once it boils it will simmer and also thicken and reduce. So I just want to put my matoke inside so that as it boils also the matoke to cook. I didn't boil my matoke first. There's another process, or rather method that I use when I'm peeling my matoke, which is very easy. It's unmessy, very unmessy. It's very easy. You just wash your matoke, cut both sides, and then put them to boil. Sorry, and then once they boil, now you peel off the skin of the matoke. And the reason why I said it's unmessy, it's because unlike when you peel off your matoke like this, using your knife. All the time I know you're left with those, your hands are sticky, and your knife also is also sticky. But the secret to that, when I'm doing that, I always wipe oil my hands and also the knife that I'm using, so it really doesn't stick a lot. I don't know how to call that thing. There's a name we call in Kikuyu, but I don't know how to call it in English. In Kikuyu we call it some mathina, yeah, something like that. So you can use whichever. So if you prefer using the peeling process, make sure you apply oil on your palms and apply on your knife, and also the water. If you're using such a basin, you put water, make sure you put some salt to avoid the matoke from darkening or oxidizing. So those are 2 secrets I've given you. Oiling your palm to avoid the messy, sticky hands, and also oiling your knife, and to avoid your matoke from oxidizing or darkening, put some salt. You can put your salt generously. You don't have to measure. Just put your salt generously onto the water that you're using. And as you can see, they really haven't changed at all. So I'm going to cover my matoke and let it simmer for around maybe 5 to 10 minutes or 10 minutes. In that case, in low heat. As our matoke cooks, I want to make some greens that I had steamed. So what I do with my greens, I do steam them, and then I put them in the freezer. So anytime that I want to prepare, maybe I'm in a hurry, I just remove them from the fridge. I let them to thaw, and then I cook them. Because sometimes it's hectic getting all the time going to the market to get maybe spinach, kales, come and wash them. So once I do prefer buying for the week. I buy on Saturday, I prepare them, I wash them, I cut, I steam, and then I package them in containers. If it's kienyeji, I put kienyeji aside. If it's kales, I put aside. If it's spinach, I put them aside, and then I freeze them. So anytime that I want to cook, I just remove and cook. So do not store your vegetables or your greens in the freezer maybe without steaming. Make sure you steam. Don't just wash, cut, then package. No, they will look like they are cooked. These are way they look. These ones, one day I did that mistake of washing and then cutting, and then I packaged, and then I freezed for like I think 3 days. When I was removing the kales, they were looking that they were already cooked. I think they were like cooking in the freezer. So don't make that mistake. Always make sure you steam them. So I don't use a lot of spices on my greens. I always use Reiko cubes or the vegetable cube, but I don't have. I think I've run out of everything today. So I'm just going to use a pinch of Reiko and salt to taste. that's it. My greens. Let's check on our matoke. So my matokes are ready and they look yummy. And I love the way the gravy looks, so I'm just going to garnish with some coriander. If you don't have fresh coriander, you can garnish with parsley. So I just want to plate to show you guys how to plate. And as you can see, the consistency of the gravy or soup, if you like, it's thick. If you like, you can add more gravy. Watu wagadhufu mnajijua. Personally, I'm not really a fan of soup, but there are food that I can't take without, without some soup or some gravy, because maybe they tend to be so dry. So these are steamed spinach that I had in the fridge. You can serve with whatever veggies that you have. If you have, maybe if you have beef, you can serve on the side. You can serve with kales. You can serve with some stir-fried, vegetables. Maybe it can be French beans with carrots. So I want to plate with you guys so that you see how I do plate my, my plate. So on the side, I do take a clean towel paper or serviette. Then I wipe on the sides. You don't want to serve maybe a visitor or maybe your husband, your wife, with a very messy plate on the sides. It don't look very. It looks very not unprofessional. I'm looking for the right word to use. it do look very unpleasing, and you look untidy. So even when you're serving that food to someone, I don't know, this looks very messy. And you can top it up with some little gravy, because this gravy is thick, so it tends to dry up very fast. So the better you serve and eat while it's hot. So I have some more garnishing. I have some spring onions or spring leaves with me from my kitchen garden. So I'm going just to garnish. I love spring onions, guys, especially actually eating them when they are raw like this. You can add more if you like. So I love that the plate is looking somehow colorful. So the plate is already well plated. You don't need to garnish it more with maybe something else, because it looks more balanced. It has some yellow, it has some green. The plate itself is green. So that's it, guys. I'll do more videos of how to plate or plating after you prepare your meal, how to plate it nicely, how to garnish your food. So I hope you're going to try out this recipe at home, and make sure you comment down below in case of any in case of any query or any question concerning the recipe. You can always comment down on the description box, or on the on the comment section. You can ask me anything. If there's anything that you didn't get, maybe from the video or after watching the video, you can always ask me a question. And also you can follow me on my Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram, especially when it comes to food. My Instagram handle is Bobo's Kitchenette. I'll also tag it on my description box, what's happening today with S. So that's it, guys. Let's catch up next week with more cooking, or with another cooking video. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, guys, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe to my channel and share, tell a friend, and also like, and remember to click the notification bell down, so that every time I upload a new video, you're among the first people to be notified. So let me go and have my dinner. So see you again next week, and have yourself a good time. Keep safe, wash your hands, sanitize, and always remember to thank God. So see you guys, bye bye. So that's how our plate of matoke with some fried spinach looks like. My spinach looks overcooked because I had already steamed them before, and then steamed, and then I packed and put in the freezer. So I removed an hour earlier before I started cooking them. So that's how they look. That's why they look like that. I love how that plate looks, very colorful, you know, well garnished, well plated. I know I'm really not the best or among the best to do this. There are people who really know how to plate their food, but I always give myself a tap on the back. You should believe yourself in yourself, guys. In whatever you do, always believe in yourself. You're the first person. You should be your first motivator. You should always motivate yourself before another person motivates you in whatever you do. So see you guys next week. I hope you're going to try out this basic recipe, and please you can comment how yours came out, or maybe you can tag with a picture on my Instagram. My Instagram handle is Bobo's Kitchenette. I'm going to tag it on my description box. You can also follow me there for more recipes. So see you guys next week with another video. I don't know what we'll be preparing, but I know within the course of the weekend I'll have figured out. So have yourself a nice time, guys, and remember to keep safe, sanitize, wash your hands, and keep sane. Thank you, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, remember to subscribe and like and share. And also always comment down below if there's something that you didn't get from the video. You can always ask me a question, and I'm just a phone call away. So see you again. Bye bye.